Welcome back to my channel where we explore the how, why, and what on topics that help you gain a greater self-awareness. I created this channel to share tips in my perception so that you can discover a greater power within you, your talents, and your true desire so that you can create the life that you desire. Today's topic is on how to slow down and 5 things that you can do to connect with your body, mind, and soul. I will be sharing techniques with you that I use to clear my energy and slow my body down so I feel centered and clear. You can join me if you're able. Welcome. I am so happy you are here with me. My name is TammyRenee, a manifesting transformational mentor, creative speaker. And as a certified massage therapist and a Reiki master since 2009, I would like to share with you some of the techniques that helped me to slow down, clear my energy, and realign with myself. So let's deep dive into how to slow down. When we slow down, clear our minds, and check in with ourselves by listening to our bodies, it brings us to awareness of self. You will start noticing the energy you feel that flows through your body and gives you signs as a guidance. Some call this intuition. This will allow you to gain a greater sense of your feelings and emotions, helping you to be more intentional in your everyday life. The 5 things that help you slow down and check in with yourself. The first thing is sit in quiet. Just quietness. Make sure no one distracts you. Just sit in quiet and clear your mind. How you can help clear your mind is to focus on one object. A great object to focus on is the flame of a burning candle. You want to make sure you try to think of nothing and just look at that candle. It will eventually relax you. The second thing that you can do is to meditate. Now, with meditation, a lot of people will have these thoughts come in your head, which was why it wasn't my number 1. But during meditation, if you can clear your mind, close your eyes. When a thought comes to you, just release the thought. Feel your body on how you feel when you get those thoughts, and that part will help you start tuning into your intuition and get closer to yourself. Number 3, take a stroll. Have you ever heard of the phrase, stop and smell the roses? Well, you want this walk to be slow less so that you can take in the energy of the environment of nature. Smell the flowers, take in the colors. Try not to think of anything outside of what your eyes cannot see. Pay attention, go slow, use your senses. So you want to smell the atmosphere, you want to see the different colors, and you want to feel the wind blowing on your skin. By doing that, you can then internalize those feelings to see how they make you feel. Number 4, breathing. Breathing is really beneficial for not only centering yourself with yourself, but there's a lot of health benefits for your heart and lungs and blood. So breathing is another thing that you can do by just sitting somewhere using your favorite breathing technique and do it for a couple minutes to release any tension that you have. Anxiety, it helps with anxiety, tension, stress. So just sitting and breathing for a few minutes will help with that. There's a couple of techniques I'll share with you. One is that you're going to breathe into your mouth and out of your nose. I like to do diaphragm breathing. So I breathe from my diaphragm, from the belly, not the chest. But when you breathe in, you can then release, and you can use the same count for each. So if you want to do a count of 5, you're going to breathe in for 5 and release for 5. Another step that you can add to that is to hold the breath. So for example, if you do a 5 breathe in, you're going to hold for 5 and release for 5. You can mess with those numbers to see what works for you, but breathing in and breathing out, a smooth transition, make it smooth. Another way you can do breathing is breathing in through your nose and pushing the air out. So it looks like this. So you're actually going to force the air out. And with that, you can use words. I am positive, I release stress. I am great, I release stress. So you breathe in a positive word and release a negative word. That is breathing. Breathing is one of my techniques I use when I want to clear myself also. But I do my breathing, and I actually bring and I use mine through energy. I breathe through energy. So when I breathe, I'm actually breathing in, and I'm imagining the energy coming into my head, and then it goes out through my feet or my mouth. Whichever one that I choose, I either want the energy to come through me and exit to Mother Earth, or I'm wanting the energy to come in and then I'm just releasing. So those are what I do. It is kind of a practice to do that, to actually feel that energy coming in. But that's something that we can learn and work on as we go through these days. Drum roll, please. All right, so now we are on number 5. The 5th thing that you can do to help slow you down and connect with your mind, body, and soul is stretching. Stretching is my thing that I love to do. I will just randomly sit somewhere and stretch. But I got into stretching through my career as a massage therapist. So learning the body helped me understand opening up all of the energy fields. So the stretching that I want to show to you today is stretching when you are sitting. So if you are able, please feel free to join me. And if you like doing these stretches and would like for me to continue to show you stretches, please let me know in the comments so that I know, and I will continue to make these kind of videos for you. But some of the stretching that I do, it helps me to open up from my head to my lower back. And it helps me feel aligned so that my posture is aligned, because if you're not aligned, how is energy supposed to flow? So it helps me to align my posture and loosens me up and clears my mind. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I do, and you can join me. And feel free to do these in work. Feel free to do them if you're stuck in traffic, you're sitting watching a movie and it's pretty tense. You can do these things. Or if you're having a conversation with someone and you just need to let it go. We're going to show you some stretching today. So one of the stretchings I like to start off with, I always start off with taking some breaths in and out. And by doing the stretching also, the stretchings that I do, that I'm going to show you today, they will help with your breathing. So it's going to stretch all of this area, your shoulders, your neck, and your arms. So this will also help with breathing techniques. So one of the things, I'll just take a couple breaths in, release them, and then I'm just going to give you examples and show you how I do them. All right? So I'm going to pull in from source and release all negative blockages. And if you haven't noticed, I breathe in for 8, hold for 4, and release for 8. I'm going to do 2 more, and then we're going to get right into the stretching. All right, here we go. All right, so one of the things I like to start off with is the shoulders. The shoulders to me is like the midpoint. It attaches your joints, your ligaments, your muscles. So releasing these will help with the neck and your triceps and your traps and all of that. So starting with the shoulders is how I like to start. And I just rotate them all the way back in a slow motion, just feeling the stretch. We're going to do these 3 times. I'm just going to do 3 reps of everything. And then I would go forward, doing it nice and slow, feeling the stretch, loosening up those muscles. And then do it a little bit bigger. You might hear some things moving on in there. You might hear some noise going on, but that's good. You're getting it all nice and loose. And then go back a little bit further when you go back on the second one. Shake it out. Okay, and then another one to stretch your traps over here. You can take your arm, put it behind your back, and pull, aligning this so that it is straight. You can put your hand on top here and just hold it. And then do the other side. One thing I forgot to tell you, when you're doing your stretch, on the stretch that you do, this is when you want to inhale. On your release, that is when you want to exhale. So you can go ahead and do these with me. You're going to inhale and exhale. You can kind of feel when you do the breathing with the stretches, you can kind of feel the release going through your body if you just be still while you're doing it. All right, shake that out. I'm always shaking it out so that I can feel how loose it's getting. All right, so now we're going to move to the neck. And when we go to the neck, you want to make sure that you don't go back and put stress on your muscles in the front. They are very delicate muscles. So you don't want to put the stress on that part of your neck. So we're going to start off by taking our ear to our shoulders, by putting our hand on top, and then just pulling until you can feel the tightness. Don't overstretch this area. You just want to pull till you can feel the tightness, and then you can relax. And I alternate, so you can feel free to do the alternating or do just 3 on one side or then do the other side. All right, again, I always go back to the shoulders to loosen it up. All right, so now we can stretch the back right in here, and it's going to get the top part of your traps. So you can do that by bringing your head forward and giving it a stretch. But again, you don't want to pull too much. You want to pull, you can pull a little bit more than you did on the sides, but you want to pull till you feel the tension. All right, so and keep your body straight as possible when you're doing this. It helps to align the bones, the muscles, so that when you're getting loose, your posture will be more aligned. All right. So another one we can do for the neck is we're going to look to the sides this time. This will get more on the sides here where your shoulders come down on top of your shoulder blades and get those muscles straight. So I will turn a little bit and then I will look to my knee. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. Try to keep your shoulders straight. All right, other side. You can even place your hand in the back of your head to help with that little pull that you may need to get that nice and stretched out for you. And you can pull the shoulder down for extra stretching. All right, go ahead and move your shoulders around, get that loose and light. Feel the release, feels like you've been oiled up, right? All right, so we're gonna do one more, and this is going to cause us to do a shift to the side. This will help with the lower back tense that people usually have from sitting in a chair all day. So we're gonna turn to the side, and you're gonna do the stretch. Keep your legs straight and place your hand on the side of you and turn your head. So we'll do 3 of those on each side. And to relax, you don't have to come all the way to the front. You can just relax. Try to keep your body as straight as possible. You can grab the outside of your thigh if you need to have that extra pull. All right, I'm going to do the other side now. All right. All right, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to be done with the stretching. Again, if you like this type of content and you like the stretching and you like to do them with me, please leave me a comment in the comments so that I know, so I can make more videos like this for you. So the last one we're going to do is we're going to actually help stretch your traps in here, this part. And these are all of your breathing muscles are in here on the sides here, under your rib cage. These are your breathing muscles. So what we're going to do is we're going to go overhead and pull to the side our whole body instead of just our arms. One more, I think, but we're going to do one more. All right. Go ahead and move around. Make sure you're feeling good, loose. You should feel a little bit less pressure on your body. You should feel like you're sitting more aligned, sitting up so that your spine is aligned and going straight down instead of like this or like this. When you're sitting straight up, you can feel the difference. So after your stretch, just try to adjust your bones and your body and your muscles because you've loosened them up now. So you should be able to adjust so that you feel how you feel when you are aligned, when you are straight and your spine is straight. So anytime that you feel you are lunging or sitting at your desk, or just whatever, you feel the tension on your shoulders, your neck, your back, do a few of those stretches to help remind you to realign. Sometimes throughout the day, I will just do this just to help realign me because I'm so used to doing the stretching that it's easy to get back in alignment with myself, and I can notice the difference when I'm not. So those are some stretches that you can incorporate into your life to help you with tension on the neck, shoulder, and back, help you feel more aligned, help you clear your mind and get your energy flowing. I hope you enjoyed those. After you do these activities, you can then take a moment to write down things that you felt. Write down what made you smile, what came up for you. Write them on a piece of paper so that you can start keeping a log. And when you start noticing the things that make you smile, the things that make you feel good, or feelings that you have, and start associating those with thoughts that you have, you will start to get closer to who you are. Share with me in the comments how you like this subject, or suggest any other subject you would like for me to talk about. You can follow me on IG at TammyRenee_transformation for motivation and inspiration. Also, join my first to know list for announcements, giveaways, and new offerings that I have coming out in 2023. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on that notification so you don't miss a moment to get closer to who you are.